right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IBP Center in Sioux City, Iowa. This is Greg Corcoran along with Rich Blunk. We're getting ready for the varsity game. In about 2.5 minutes, they'll be coming out for the player introductions, the national anthem. Rich, we had kind of 2 games last night. We had kind of a scary blowout type game in the first period where the Blues fell behind the Metros by a score of 3-0. And then as we talked about it, the Blues were down 3. They had a 2-man disadvantage with arguably 2 of their very best players, Beckwith and Conrad, in the penalty box, about to get blown out on a 5-3 power play. And somehow the Blues fought through that. And when Conrad got out of the box, he scored a shorthanded goal, and suddenly it was 3-1. And then Kelly Honnert got a goal, and it was 3-2. And right after that, Beckwith, and all of a sudden we were in a game. And at the end of 2 periods, it was tied at 3. And the third period, even though we ended up losing 6-3, was a contest until about the 4-minute mark when they got the go-ahead goal, and then the last 2 were one was an empty netter. Right. Really a very competitive game by the Blues against a team which I think is going to be right there at the end of the season for the championship.
Oh, yeah, couldn't agree more. The Blues could have rolled over and died after that first period, and it would have been an ugly rest of the night inside. Instead, they chose to pull themselves back up off the mat and really fight back, brought it in on a physical level, I think, first of all, and then the rest of their game followed with that. And I was very, very impressed, and I know I got the chance to talk to Joe in the lobby of the team hotel just briefly, and he felt that was a really good sign for the character of our young men on this squad, and that was exactly what you and I were talking about during and after that game. So if you don't lay an egg in the first period here, this could be a very nice, fun, competitive game.
I think the only bad thing about it was I think Sioux City went to bed last night knowing that team's better than what we saw in the first period. We better bring it tomorrow or we could find ourselves in a little bit of problem. We do have Liam Quinn has been able to rejoin the team for today's game. Yesterday he was taking care of his ACT responsibilities, and because Sioux City insists on playing their game so early in the day, there was no chance for him to finish those tests and get up here in time to play last night.
Right. Yeah. I asked him how the test was. He said, long.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I couldn't blame him. So, yeah, in general, we'll see. That was my thought as well as I was talking to some parents in between games was, well, how angry was Sioux City that became a game in the second period, and will that translate into them coming out with a lot of fire in their belly here in the third? And the answer is, who knows? We'll see. But
well, I'll tell you this. We all knew that they've got some really, really good players on this team. But Salma last night just showed me that he has an even higher gear than I saw last year. I mean, his speed is frightening. Bauer is frightening. Harder's an excellent defenseman. Their goaltending was good last night. I mean, they're going to be a team that, I'm not going to say they're going to win the league championship and the trophy at the end of the year, but they're going to be in the mix. And
if they don't waltz their way into a playoff spot, I would be shocked.
Yeah,
I will put it that way.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll be getting underway with the player introduction. Do you want to take us through the plans for next weekend at the River's Edge when we play Kansas City?
We will definitely. We'll get to that shortly. Hold on. Here come player introductions with the PA here in the rink.
Between the Quad City Blues and your Metros. Starting lineup for the Blues. At center, number 97, Isaiah Conrad. At forward, number 19, Liam Quinn. At forward, number 13, Blue Beckwith. At defense, number 21, John Nienhaus. At defense, number 24, Chase DeYoung. Tending net for the Blues today, number 26, Aiden Starr. The Blues are coached by head coach Joe Davilar. And now the starting lineup for Sioux City Metros. At center from East High School, number 23, Cash Frigate. At left wing from Sioux Center High School, number 86, Tegan Dolman. At right wing from Dakota Valley High School, number 6, Blaze Bauer. At left defense from North High School, number 8, Noah Dirkschneider. At right defense from Bishop Heelan High School, number 11, Dimitri Sabanos. Tending net for your Metros today from Sergeant Bluff High School, number 1, Cam Patrick. Your Metros are coached by head coach Mr. Jesse Manel and assisted by Ben Deck, Scott Patrick, and Chris Heckquist. Your referee for today's matchup is Cole Hoffmeister. Linemen are Sam Schweigert and Sam Slagle. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you're able to do so and direct your attention to the north end of the arena where Old Glory proudly flies as our nation's anthem will be played.
All right. We've had the playing of the national anthem. And the teams will be coming out to line up for the opening draw in just a minute.
I'll tell you what, anytime I hear a national anthem played on an organ like that, I want to scream my lungs out the entire time like I'm in the United Center. You and I as Blackhawks fans understand that. Yeah. Most other humans who have never been there for that experience might not feel quite the same.
You know, back in the and boy, am I taking myself back.
Here we go.
That's what happens.
The chicken wire days?
Well, this is after that, but when they played they had that old mammoth pipe organ in the Chicago Stadium for so many years, and the organist was a guy by the name of Al Melgard. And you can still find on Spotify and some other places, you can find some of his recordings that were recorded on that pipe organ. Yeah. And just hearing the first few notes of some of those songs that he used to play, I'm just instantly transported back to when I was in high school, going to see Bobby Hull and Stan Mikita and all those guys. So, well, Sioux City played last night like they could have been playing those guys, but let's see what we can do against them today. The puck is dropped, sent into the offensive zone, and DeYoung is going to pick it up for the Blues. Sends it out to center ice. Like I said, we have Liam Quinn back. Oh, and there's a puck sent high into the rafters. Did it come down?
Yeah, caught by Bauer. It bounced off that girder and it landed right in his mitt, and he caught it and slid it over to the linesman.
Well, that was an 18-second shift that we didn't have to see Salma, but he's out there now. Very talented young man from Sioux City Heelan High School. And let's see if we can keep him in check today, and that's a big key to giving us a chance to win the game. All right, here is Sioux City, a long pass that goes off a skate. That's not going to be an icing as Nienhuis gets back to it. He's surrounded back there by a couple of Metro players, and now the Blues come out of the zone. Here's a pass over to Beckwith. Beckwith dumps it into the zone. He's going to chase after it. He's checked over there by Harder in the corner. Centering pass comes to a shot. Oh, right in front.
Oh, that was never covered. Oh, that was DeYoung's shot.
Yep.
It came off the sophomore's pads, Mr. Patrick, and was there uncovered, but the whistle went pretty early on that one, I got to say.
Chase DeYoung, the puck was into the offensive zone, and Chase kind of walked into that as he came into the zone, picked up the puck just inside the blue line, let a low shot go, and Patrick made the save, but did juggle it, but they blew the whistle. So now the puck is loose in the faceoff circle. Now it comes back to Blanc. He fires one. Now it's dumped out in front, and now we've got a potential break. This is Graham, number 4, coming down the right wing. Good job by Blanc to stay with him and force him to the outside. That's what wasn't happening in the 2 JV games. We just were not getting to those guys coming down the wing. So that's a good start. Now here's a man going to try and get around. He takes it to the corner for back to Harder. Shot right in front. It's loose. It bounced off the chest pad of Starr. And the Blues try and get it out of harm's way. And the Blues do get it out. And now here is Grant Harder. Maintains the puck, gets a backhander away, but it's a weak one, and Starr is able to knock it away to the corner. Here's a long shot, doesn't get through. Blanc back to pick it up, but not out as Sioux City gets it ahead. Oh, that pass was just a little bit ahead of Dolman. Now Dolman brings it to the net, takes it behind. Blues doing a pretty good job of staying in a box formation here, but not out. And finally, the Blues are going to get it out, but not. They get just enough of a delay there that they were able to get a line change, which they sorely needed.
Absolutely. That had been out there for way too long.
Now we've got the Quinn, Conrad, and Beckwith line out there. Puck comes to Beckwith. Beckwith sends a pass across to Conrad. Quinn straddles the line as Beckwith sends it in around to the near side boards, where it's picked up by Harder. He's checked. Now here is, Quinn tried to get to the front of the net, was unable to do so. And there's Blaze Bauer. They wave off icing as they should. And the puck is sent around to the far boards. Here's a puck comes loose in front, but not out. Kept in by number 2, Fitch. Fitch tries to send it in deep, but it's stopped there by the Blues, and Conrad gets it across to his teammate. Still in the blue zone, though. Still in the blue zone. No, they finally get it out. Beckwith hustles after the puck, but great job there. Yep, and a puck rolls to the crease, and Patrick makes a save. Good job there by Noah Dirkschneider, who just would not let Beckwith get a step on him and get to the net. But results in a face-off. Shots on goal are 3-2 in favor of somebody, but I can't tell who now.
That's Blues.
Okay.
Quack, Panther, and Mueller is a forward combination right now. Nienhuis and Blanc back on D.
All right, the puck is played along. Now, 52 that's
Panther again.
That's Panther, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'll be really glad when they get their uniforms.
You got that right.
Yeah. All right. Now here is Salma. Salma with his first
job by
first
Mueller.
touch. Good job there by the Blues. Oh, and
almost got a butt in there.
Hedquist gets away with an elbow to the head of, I believe that was Nienhuis.
It was.
Now the puck is cleared. Blanc is going to pick it back. He sends it right back in. It's deflected in. They go for a change. The clock line goes off, and now here's Mueller in chase, but he's got to get set ahead. Here's Salma. Salma down the right wing boards. Nienhuis is able to beat him to the puck and send it behind the net. Now the puck is cleared out of there by number 87 Mueller and dumped into the zone by Husky, making his first appearance on the ice today.
They had a really short shift earlier, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't even get to call their names.
Yeah.
They were in and out so quickly.
Here's a long pass dumped into the near side corner. S. Patton after it. Puck is cleared around to the far side boards and out of the zone. Oh, Patton almost stole the puck as number 22. That is Patrick, the brother of the netminder. Almost had a partial blowout there. No, here's a pass across. Not out. Kind of a lazy clearing pass. That's not going to do it. All right, now the puck failed to be controlled there, and the puck comes along the half wall, still in the blue zone.
Playing with fire, boys.
Yep. Here's a puck right in front, and it's deflected to the side. This is number 29, picks it up. 29 is Ector. A long period, and finally,
good block by
off.
Honert.
Honert has a puck go off his shin pads and out of the zone. Here comes Harder, gets around 1-2, tries to get to the third one, and he throws a backhander over the net. Looks like the net might be just a bit off its mooring. Now they got it back. Good work by the official there to notice that.
Yep, for sure.
And the announcer.
Absolutely.
All right, now here's the
where
puck.
credit's due.
The puck is cleared out of the zone and picked up by Bauer. Now he loses it. Pretty competitive game for the first 6 minutes so far. And the puck is deflected out, and that's going to be an icing against Sioux City. Well, yesterday at this time, this far into the game, we were already down 2.
Correct.
And being outshot 7-1 or 8-1. So there have been some improvements on the Blues' performance in the first period, and that's exactly what we needed.
Well, and this is not a surprise. This is what the second and third period, for the most part, looked like yesterday.
Absolutely.
So you knew that this was capable. It just had to be.
All right, back to Nienhaus. Nienhaus has a puck escape him at the blue line, and that's going to result in an offside against the Blues.
He must have thought he kept it in there, but it was waved pretty quickly. Oh.
Now they're saying that was...
it was inappropriately called an offside, and so the draw will be in the offensive zone.
Wow.
Gentleman got overruled. I like it when they try and get the calls right, though.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. Now the puck is loose in the circle, just at the dot, 3 or 4 players. Now it's going to come loose too. Non's going to fire one. Doesn't get through, though. And here's a man breaking. Good job by Nienhaus. Takes him to the corner. That's number 7, I believe.
I believe it's so, yes.
Now this is Fitch in the corner. Tries to get a stuff in a backhand. Unable to do so as Starr does a nice job of holding the post. Now here's Beckwith. He's taken off the puck but sends it in deep, and this is Conrad chasing in after it. Of course, Conrad's played with quite a few of these Metro players on the U18 team, so he knows them and they know him. Now the puck comes free, and we got a 2-on-2 developing. Oh, and Blues intercepted. Here is Quinn. Quinn's going to fire one, and a nice save by Patrick. Already you can see the difference in the Blues forward line with the addition of Liam Quinn back with the team today after taking his ACTs in the Quad Cities yesterday morning and being unable to get here in an hour and a half. Now the puck is over the blue line. Good job by Blunk as he puts his man into the boards, and it's popped up into the Blues players bench, so they'll have a face-off. We'll wait to see whether that's inside or outside the zone. Looks like they're going to go outside the zone, so it must have gone after off a Metro player. 9:41 left. Harder plays it across to number 2. That's Fitch. I'm sorry, that's Patrick, 22, not 2. And he sends it in from behind the center red line, so that's going to be an icing against Sioux City. Sometimes you can just see part of the number, and you assume it's a player, and it turns out to be not. 22 is Caden Patrick. 2 is Carson Fitch. Both left-handed, excellent defensemen for Sioux City. Now Conrad's going to take the draw. Wins it back to the point to DeYoung. Here's a pass in front, deflected. Another shot by DeYoung. Now here comes Sioux City. They're 2-on-3 as they enter the zone. Good stand up there by number 21, Nienhaus. Now the puck is loose in the middle and cleared out of the zone. Good job there by the Blues to clear the zone. The less time we spend in our zone, the better. I like it. All right, dumped in by number 19, Quinn, played by number 77, Egdorf for Sioux City. It's sent all the way out to center ice where Johnny Nienhaus is going to pick it up. Nienhaus to Beckwith. Beckwith has the puck roll off his stick. It still gets deep into the zone as Beckwith goes into check, but Harder turns away from him and starts to come out of the zone. He looks for a long lead pass, and a good job there by Nienhuis once again. This is number 23, Frigg. Sends it across. There's a shot. Missed the net. Sends around. Comes all the way out on the ring around. This is Beckwith going hard after it. We'll be careful there. Into the corner. This is Frigg. I believe Frigg was ineligible to play last night. Now here's a long shot right on goal. Oh, man, we got a snow shower. I've seen that called as an unsportsmanlike penalty, but it doesn't look like we're going to get one here. They're rarely called, but man, that was a blatant one. Looks like we left that snow shower go there. Did you see that one, Rich?
I did.
That was so blatant. I thought they might call it, but right now it's back to the point. Long shot, doesn't get through. Oh, here's a man going to get a shot away. No, it's not. It's taken off in there by the defense and gotten out of harm's way, and the Blues clear the zone. Now the puck dumped out of the zone. Now brought back in by Salma. Here's a man trying to get to a nice job there by DeYoung to stand his ground and make sure that he didn't get stick handled around. Now there's a shot right in front, and they score. First really great opportunity of the game.
Yeah.
Was that Salma again?
It was. Yep. Yeah, puck came off the defenseman's skate and laid there perfectly still in a position where he could be picked up, forehand, backhand, forehand in the net.
He's got the speed and the shiftiness and the stick handle ability, but that quick release is just killer there.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are a lot of players in this league would not have scored on that opportunity just because it would have taken them just a little bit longer for the synapses to connect.
Correct.
And get that shot away.
Correct.
But not him. He got it in, and that's his fourth goal of the weekend, fourth goal of the season, obviously. Now,
nice job by Otten.
And Dirk Schneider gets the assist on that. Now the Blues got to make sure that they don't let that one opportunity snowball into a second goal quickly. Now here's back to Harder. Harder's going to get a shot away. Just missed the net. And now here's a long pass headed for Beckwith. Beckwith is checked back. I mean, that's the kind of player Harder is. He runs the offense, gets a great shot away, and then when we go back the other way, he makes up the ground and is the one. Yep. Here is Salma again. This time he's going to center it in front. His center iceman there couldn't quite get to it. And taken off in there by Jackson Otten. He sends it across off the boards, but
that did get out.
Yeah, they do call it. It got out by about 3 or 4 inches, and the linesman right over there saw it. When you got a defenseman who can rush the puck, get a good shot away, and then when the play goes the other way, is able to get back and lift the stick of a forward who had a stride or two on him initially, that's when you know you got a good one, and that's Harder. He's a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
Really good. But good effort there by Beckwith.
Nice job by Panther.
Now this is Panther sending it into the offensive zone. Sent around to the far side. Back to the point. Here's a long shot. Deflected. Oh, we got it. That was almost hit with a high stick, but oh man, Johnny did a great job. Great job there of maintaining his balance, and then he laid a good hit on the man. The Sioux City people yelling for a penalty.
His blade popped out. He's going to have to baby deer it all the way back over to the bench or get a push from the linesman.
Who was that, number 4? That is Graham. Yeah, that's what happened. It wasn't. It was a good hit by Nienhuis, but he lost the blade on his skate, and that's why he went into the board so awkwardly. He seems to be okay. They're going to have to repair that skate. But 5:51 left in the first period. Sioux City has just taken a 1-goal lead on a goal by Nate Salma. but the Blues have played quite well in the opening 10 minutes of the period. Now here is Otten. Otten getting a lot of ice time in this varsity game. Now the puck is loose. Knight and right into the breadbasket of Starr, who makes another save for the Blues. That'll result in a face-off to the far side circle to the right of Aiden Starr.
Yep, soaked up no problem. All of a sudden, shots on goal 8-4 in favor of Sioux City. When initially, last time I looked, it was
3-2.
It was 3-2 and then 4-3.
It was a long shot by Harder. It was a good low shot. It would have been available for a tip if somebody had been in front of the net. Fortunately, the defense did a good job of keeping that area clean.
Correct.
And Starr had a good look at Harder shot. Puck is dropped. It's released into the high slot, and the Blues get it out of there, where Grant Harder picks it up, sends it over to Dolman on the left side. Gets it taken off in there by Otten. Now the Blues try to send it out, but that's going to be an icing against the Blues.
No, it's not. The goalie played it. I didn't see if it got waved before that, though.
Oh, here's a long shot.
That one should be.
That should be an icing.
It is.
Yeah.
See, sometimes we get it right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we always get it right according to us. It's sometimes we agree with the linesman.
Yeah. Sometimes they're channeling our thoughts and they get it right.
Right, exactly. Sure, that's how it works. All right, Conrad, Beckwith, Quinn, Nienhuis, and DeYoung, the same way we started the game.
Let's see if Conrad can win it back to Nienhuis.
Yep.
Nope.
Not that time.
Taken off in there by Graham. Oh, no, that's not Graham. I think he's still getting his skate fixed.
I'd imagine.
Now this is number 23. That's Frigg. Now Conrad sends it in, but he's trying to find Beckwith, but couldn't do it. Good work at center ice by number 24, DeYoung.
Yeah.
That kind of gummed up the works. And now here is Quinn. Quinn's going to bring.
The drop pass to no one.
Yeah, that's the Kansas City drop pass. Now here's Salma. I'm sorry, this is Bauer. Another sends one, misses the net by a good 8 or 10 feet. Now back to the point. I saw that number 6 going down the right wing. I wasn't sure if it was 6 or 16.
Lots of good 6s.
Yeah, a lot of speed with those 6s.
Right.
Now here is number 11. This is Chabanos, I believe is how he pronounces that. All right, good play there. Drop pass. Here's Beckwith.
Yeah, Beckwith! Oh, what a beautiful passing play!
Beckwith scores on a beautiful pass from.
Woo!
Was that?
I think that was Nienhuis to Conrad. Conrad to Beckwith. Beckwith to the back of the net, and a no-doubter.
And the Blues have tied the game with their 5th shot at 1-1 with 4:03 left in the first period.
Let's go. Tic-tac goal on that one. That's a beauty.
All right. And just the response that we were hoping to see from the Blues after they gave up that goal by Salma. Get back in the game, don't hang your head, and they've come back with a couple of good opportunities, and Beckwith buried that. That's already his second goal of the year.
For sure, and well-deserved.
I think they gave it to Quinn.
They gave it to Quinn from Nienhuis. That was, totally wrong.
Yeah.
We'll have to fix that, hopefully, on a point streak.
All right, now the puck is deflected. Harder with a shot. Oh, man, I was afraid that one was going to get tipped.
Yeah.
There was a lot of room on the right side there. But now the puck is free. Sent behind the net. Good job there by Patton.
Patton and Salma sword fighting in the slot. That was amazing. I love that.
Now there's a bouncing puck sent wide to the right of the Sioux City net. I wonder if Max realizes who that was he was jousting with, but more power to him.
I don't think Max cares.
No,
he likes to pester anybody he can find, and I love it.
Now puck is dumped back into the center, and here comes Sioux City. They got Salma cruising along the blue line, tips it in deep. Now this is Carroll. Carroll hasn't had a lot of ice time so far in this game.
Not yet,
so
no.
he's got a lot of energy as he comes out there. He's put it into the boards hard, and he goes back to chase it into the corner. Now Nienhuis is going to get to it first. Nienhuis sends it to Carroll. Gunner sends it out. He's dumped. Now that puck, that's going to be an offside, delayed offsides. They tag up, so they're back on sides now. And here is Nienhuis. Oh, yeah, there was a failure to get it out.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't cost us on that one. This is Ector, sends it out, and the Blues get it out. Nice screen there by number 22, Patrick, as he kind of a subtle move there to get in front of our man. Now here is 6, Blaze Bauer.
Nice job by Otten there.
Beckwith sends it in deep to Harder for Sioux City. He looks to bring it out of his own, has the puck knocked off his stick right in front. Good back check there, or good forecheck. Quinn trying to get it back to the point. Here it comes. There's a shot. Deflected.
Ooh,
off the side of the net by Quinn. Quinn tries to get it in front to Beckwith. Now they battle forward in the corner. We got 1:28 left in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Now here is number 29. That's Ector. He's stopped at the blue line. Beckwith puts it in deep and goes for a line change.
Clock's out there.
Now the puck is knocked down. It's just outside the circle there in the Blues offensive zone. Back to number 27. Now it bounced off one of the Blues players.
Yeah, that was Panther there for checking.
Here comes 70. There's a shot right in front, and he failed to get his stick on it on a bouncing puck.
Yeah, that was
one of the Blues players goes down, and he's taken down by Otten.
Quacker, and then Otten, and then a massive humanity.
All right, let's play good in this last period, boys. Here comes to Mueller. Mueller out of his own zone. 2-on-2 as he crosses the red line. Now he's going to dump it in and chase it. First one back is number 52. That's Dunnigan.
Good jolt by Mueller there. Panther's still working hard.
Puck is loose along the near side boards. This is Fitz. Sends it over to Dolman. Dolman takes it down the left wing boards, tries to get to the net. He's cut off nicely by Blunk, who takes an elbow and goes down, but quickly back up again with 8 seconds left. The puck is in the corner, comes to Nienhuis. Just keep it back there, Johnny. Johnny throws it off in the net, and that's going to be the end of a very exciting first period. Salma gave the Sioux City team the lead at about the 9-minute mark, and then Beckwith, hopefully it'll be corrected, and he will get credit for that goal about 4 minutes later. So we are 1-1 at the end of the first period. We're going to take a break. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes for the second period. This is Quad City Blues Hockey.
Hey, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this now, and we'll do it again later. By the way, just before we go to break, everybody remember, the home opener is next weekend, Saturday, November 4th, against the Quad City Jets. It's whiteout night at the rink. Wear all whites. We're going to have white towels that'll be handed out until they're gone, starting at JV 5:15, Varsity 7 p.m. Come down and support your Blues in person there at the River's Edge Saturday against the Jets. All right. Now, everybody, off to the bathroom, get yourself a snack, and get right back here for period 2.
All right, welcome back. Getting ready for second period action here between the Blues and the Sioux City Metros. If you weren't with us last night, we gave you all the information about the Metros. You know that they finished fourth last year in the league, but won the championship tournament at the end of the year, and that's kind of like our version of the Stanley Cup. Nobody remembers who won the Norris division, but you remember who won the Stanley Cup. And
I got to tell you, I don't think anybody remembers the Norris division at all except for you and me. And 89 quality control, maybe. But yes, who cares about the President's Trophy? It's all about who wins the tournament, the cup.
And they did that, and as we talked about last night, they've got almost everybody back from last year's team. And as we mentioned on multiple occasions last night, we expect them to be one of the really top teams in the league, and we're hanging with them through pretty much the last three periods. So far today we're tied at 1, and we are off and ready to go. Puck comes back to Harder, sends it over to his defense partner, who sends it in. That's apparently not going to be an icing. As Starr
wanted it.
Starr had his hand in the air thinking it was an icing, but they ruled that a Blues player had touched that at some point. Now, here's Harder with a shot, sends it wide. Didn't get a whole lot on that shot. Here is Jackson Otten sending it over to Blunk.
Ooh, Liam
Blunk gets
Quinn
it out
put
of the
his
zone.
kid down with authority.
And, we got a interference penalty coming up on who? On Quinn? On Quinn?
It's going to be on Quinn.
Yeah. What we called it interference. What did you see there?
The puck had come over to that side, and it was coming out toward Quinn and the man that he was going up against, but the puck never got there, and Liam leaned into the kid and then extended his arms and put him flat on his back. So
okay, well,
it was legit.
It sounds like a good call.
It was.
And Quinn, of course, is one of our better penalty killers as well.
He's being replaced by Husky on this line right now.
There is Hedquist. Going to take it down the right wing board, sends it in deep. Nienhuis is going to be over there, or Chase DeYoung rather, 24. Going to get a stick on it, trying to get it out, and he does. Sends it all the way down. That's going to take a little bit of time off the clock.
1:35 to go in the penalty.
All right. Good forechecking there by Husky. There's a shot right in front.
Oh
Husky.
Man, and a redirect.
Husky got a chance there. Oh, and here a man tried to label Husky. Now here's the puck in front. Shot, save, rebound in front.
Still loose.
It goes to the corner. Oh.
Two good shots there. At least two opportunities now.
Kind of an uncharacteristic start to the penalty power play by the Metros. But now they're back in the zone. Just get it out of there. There you go.
There you go, Husky. Good job.
Yep.
A lot of energy there coming from the young man. I appreciate that.
The Blues came close to scoring. It looked like Husky and maybe I can't remember.
It was Conrad.
Conrad
was the other. Yes.
97. Yeah. Now the puck is deflected in by Salma. He chases after it, but he's beaten to the puck by Nienhuis. Nienhuis controls it, and a good job by Beckwith, who plays it off the boards and all the way down with 35 seconds left.
Ooh, here comes Max Patton, going to get back there.
Here's Patton. He's got a man in front if he could get it to him. Now puck is taken away, and they come back. Good check in the defensive zone. Beckwith was a tremendous penalty killer last year.
Yeah.
And one of those energy guys. Now here's a man breaking, trying to get around the defense. Good job by Nienhuis. Couldn't get around Johnny. Now we've got a break. Oh, and a man coming off the bench.
That was the
on a legitimate line change, but that negated what could have been a one-on-one rush.
They're back to 5, but never mind.
Right,
my bad.
Penalty has been successfully killed. Now here comes Metro's into the zone, gets around. Oh, and a good job by Nienhuis.
To take the body.
And DeYoung does a nice job of taking the puck out of there. Now here is right in front. The puck is loose, and Starr has it.
Way to cover that bad boy.
As Otten grabs a hold of number 20.
Ector.
That's Ector, number 29, and very carefully and gently lays him down.
That was a very that was like a snuggle more than a check or anything else.
A little un-Otten-like, actually, but if I can use that word. But
It was more than a little un-Otten-like. I don't think Drew taught him that move.
Drew used to specialize in putting people through the ice rather than gently.
Correct.
Oh, here's a shot. Big
Oh.
save by Starr. Another save by Starr. It's a bad giveaway there in the blue zone. I'm not sure who was responsible for that, and I won't guess. But
Right.
Starr was up to making the save. Now the puck comes back to the point. Here's a long shot. Deflected to the corner. This is Otten.
Mueller. Oof.
Anyone? Mueller sends it around. Now it's played off the boards here by Fitch. He's checked by Kwok. Here's Selma with a shot. A headhunter right over the mask of Starr. Now it looks like the Blues are just going to do a relief icing
Yep.
and change lines.
Rightfully so. Come out with line one, which today has featured Conrad in between Quinn and Beckwith. And then on defense, we got DeYoung and Carroll.
Oh, here's puck deflected behind the net. Now it comes back to the point. This is Dunnigan. Loses control as Liam Quinn sends it out. And now it's picked up there by Beckwith. Beckwith racing forward. He's going to get beaten to the puck there by number 8, who is Durkenschneider. He's put in.
He got a rough ride.
He put Birkenschneider into the boards. I've
Well,
noticed.
that's going to be an interference
Yep.
penalty on Friggy. Yep, 23 interference on Carroll. Carroll was going to make the play, and he got ridden into the boards before the puck was there. Very consistent call, same way that the call went against Liam Quinn. Bringing up your first of the day, BSN Varsity Power Play.
Really not much to criticize in the officiating, actually for the entire weekend.
Correct.
This is their first games of the year or close to it.
I mean, we can always find things to criticize for the officiating.
By and large, it's been pretty good.
We're picking at bones here.
Now they rule that the infraction
In
occurred
question
in
was in
center
the
ice,
neutral
so
zone.
it's going to be a face-off just outside.
Joe wants an
Sioux City.
explanation.
That penalty goes on number 23, Cash Frigg, who didn't play last night, but he's a long-time veteran player on this varsity team. I remember seeing him 2 years ago and again last year. So
Yep.
a lot of experience on this Sioux City team.
Oh, lobbied for in the zone and got the call. Wow, Joe Dobbs changing minds and hearts over there from the Blues
Yeah.
bench.
And
I
a
don't know what
little
that
bit of
means.
palms up over on the other bench going, huh? All right. Puck is going to be knocked down. The high slot kept in. Sends it over to Nienhaus. Back over to Conrad.
It's kinda in
Conrad
between
sends it
Conrad
in
and
deep.
Kelly.
Oh, pass was intercepted by Nienhaus's pass was intercepted as he tried to send it along to the other side of the offensive zone. Now it comes all the way back into the corner. Star's looking for an icing, but
we know he's not going to get it this time.
No. You got the advantage
Whew,
there.
yikes.
I'm not a big fan of that pass.
No, not at all.
Oh, the puck is right at the corner of the net, and finally Conrad says, enough of this, let's go. Here is right on the tape to Beckwith.
Kelly Hunter was off.
Yeah, 42 was off on the right wing.
Yeah. Dean says way off, and I totally agree.
You know, I've noticed one thing about Beckwith. He seems to be more conscious of trying to get into leaking out a little bit on the wing and maybe setting himself up for a odd man advantage if he can get a long pass, breakout pass. And he's got the speed to do it.
For sure.
And he's got the hockey smarts to know when to do it and when not to. Back to Nienhaus. Nienhaus sends it to Conrad, but that pass a little ahead of him. Now we've got to go back. Here's Quinn. Quinn in front. Puck is knocked out of there. And back to Nienhaus. Back to Conrad. Sends it in front and dumped all the way down. And Nienhaus is going to have to go back and pick it up in his own zone with 40 seconds left on the Blues' first manpower advantage of the day.
In comes DeYoung, changed out for Kelly Honer.
There's a long pass,
Ooh,
almost
boy.
intercepted. That was kind of a telegraph pass. So
it was, for sure.
now here is pass back to DeYoung behind his own net. We've kind of squandered 20 seconds here trying to get out of the zone.
20
but
seconds left.
that's what a good penalty kill team will do to you.
Oh, for sure.
Now back to the point to Conrad. Conrad sends it over to DeYoung. DeYoung's going to let it go. It's right on goal and is saved by Patrick. And the Blues running out of time on this. Now it comes to Nienhuis. Going to try and get it to, there's a shot. Deflected to the corner.
Oh, man behind him. 2-on-1.
Yeah, here's Frigg coming in out of the
2-on-0,
penalty box. Going to get the
1-on-0.
shot away. And a
Nice
save by
save.
Starr. And a good back check there as Frigg intercepted that clearing pass.
Yeah.
And the Blues unable to get it out. It's kept in. Conrad's at the end of the shift and looks like it.
True.
There's a shot. He
In
was
the
a big.
face.
Oh, a nice lift of the stick there by Frigg. Now we're going to get another opportunity for Sioux City. This has danger written all over it.
It does. You got to dump this down.
Into the corner. Back to Harder. Harder's long shot. Missed the net. Just ice it, Johnny.
Or get a cover. Either way.
Puck in the corner.
Yep.
And that's going to be
choice.
a good play by
Chase
DeYoung
yeah.
to ice the puck. And, of course, there's no penalty for icing the puck as there is in the National Hockey League, where you cannot change a line after an icing anymore.
Correct.
A rule that was changed about 8 or 9 years ago, I think.
For high school?
No, you can't change your lines in the NHL after you ice it.
Oh, I thought that had been the case for much longer than that.
No, it didn't used to be the case.
Okay. I'm learning.
I'm not sure exactly when that went into effect, but
Sure.
back in the chicken wire days, it certainly wasn't.
I'll look it up in between periods for the fans.
Look it up in Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh, there we go. What's an encyclopedia?
Wikipedia won't have it.
Right.
Puck is loose in the corner. Blues have been tied up in their own zone for quite a while here. Here's shot comes to Starr, and he makes a catch against his chest. We're down to 9:37 left in the second period, still 1-1. Shots on goal, 15 for Sioux City, 10 for the Blues.
Right.
Face off to the left of Starr.
Husky, Patton, and Honert are your wingers.
Ooh, nice pick off of that clearing pass. Now here's a long pass trying to find number.
Waved off.
Puck into the corner.
Max goes in hard.
Oh, that was Max.
Yeah, get up, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, he's up and going.
Yep,
Right
now
back
he's-
into the fray.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
Oh, good job there. Oh, notice that Blunk was back in position guarding against the possibility. Oh, here's a man going to get right to the net. Save
What
by
a
Starr.
save by Starr.
Oh,
Woof.
baby.
He's been good today. Excuse me.
Oh, that was 2, I believe. That was Fitch, I believe, that got that shot away.
Yeah.
He's got his shirt tucked in, his jersey tucked in, and the 2 looked like a 7, and I thought they don't have a 7.
Oh, those Jersey Tuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Ovechkin, the most famous of them.
The bane of broadcasters throughout the world.
100%.
All right, here's the puck sent out. Too far ahead for Mueller. Now, puck comes to, almost to Kwok. Just one step late there as the puck is knocked in behind the net now. And this is number 24, DeYoung. Got the A on his shoulder there as an alternate captain. Now there's a man right in front looking for the tap in, and they score.
Holy shnikes.
23, Frigg.
That was some hand-eye. It was in Starr's glove, and then it bounced out, and he just took a whack at it and went up underneath the bar.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep. I saw him sneaking into position there, and we did look like we had him covered, and the shot was forced from a bad angle, and Starr got a glove on it, but like you said, it popped up in the air, and Frigg, I believe it was Frigg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Batted it in, so maybe. Oh, Correction, it wasn't 23, it was 29.
Ector from Friggy
Okay.
is what was called in the rink. And apparently we've been saying Friggy wrong as Frig, so we all get to learn.
Anyway, it's 2-1 with
Yeah.
8:32 or halfway through the second period. 2-1. The Blues are still very much in this game. Now it's tipped in by Conrad. Harder picks it up in the corner. He's checked there, and Conrad and Beckwith battling with a couple of Metro players. Taken off in there by Durkin-Schneider. And this is, oh yeah, good idea. That was a good decision there by Jackson Otten.
100%. Well,
But
good decision followed by a not so
good pass, and that's going to be, why
How
is
did they
that
waive
icing?
that? That's
Wow,
correct. Seems
surprised there.
silly.
Now it comes into the zone. The shot
boy.
right in front, and they score. I think that might have deflected off I don't know if that deflected into the net off Nienhaus's skate or if he just accidentally deflected it to a man who was able to shovel it in. And 2 quick goals in about 30 seconds have given them a lead now of 3-1.
Yeah, that's
Puck was sent into the crease, into the low slot area.
Yeah, you don't want to see those back-to-backers like giving up 2 quick goals in less than a minute or so.
All right, Hunnert sends it in. Here is a long shot, and Patrick makes the save. Some of the Sioux City parents have been talking about that they think this Cameron Patrick's going to be a really good goalie for them, and we haven't seen anything that tells me they're wrong. I
Correct.
mean, he's made a lot of good saves.
Yes, he has.
Now, puck comes free. That's number 16, Salma. Gets it right in front. Save by Starr. Great save.
Woo!
That comes
Back through
right
behind
through the
him.
crease. Here's a man going to get
Come
a
on,
shot.
guys.
Shot away back to the right side point. Long shot. Saved by Starr. That could have been the 3rd goal in a minute.
Yeah.
Were it not for a tremendous save by Starr.
And the Blues really running around in their own end.
Yeah. Time to get it together. This
Just get out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, maybe the next stoppage, Dobbs might want to use the timeout to just say, let's get back to what we were doing for the first 25 minutes of this game.
Exactly.
But it's still close enough. Salma picks it up at center ice, gets around one. He's checked by Husky, but he's going to get to the net. Going to get right in. Oh, and he just missed on the near side. Tried to go to the backhand move.
Yeah.
And they
Starr
got
tried
just
to
enough
poke
of him. Got just enough of him. Now here is Fitch. Fitch loses control to Husky, and Husky's going to try and get it out of the zone, but he can't do it. It's a dangerous part of the game for the Blues right now. They've got to withstand this pressure, and unable to get it out. I think that might have hit a player on the player bench, but they didn't call it. And now the puck is finally cleared out to center ice. You just get the feeling here that Sioux City is on a little bit of a heater here, and
You've had the
there's
same
a shot.
D-men on the ice for the Blues for about 3 minutes straight.
Hard
they
shot
gotta
there
change.
by number 66 Harder, and Starr was in position to make the save. So shots on goal have ballooned up to 24-11. So they've gotten 9 of the last 10 shots on goal in the game and 2 goals. But it's still a close enough game at 3-1 with 6:23 in the second. Conrad can't win that draw, and it's played over along the boards. 2 or 3 players go for it. Now Beckwith is able to dump it out to center ice, back into the zone where it's picked up by Harder. Turns, sends it across to his defense partner. They try and get it ahead, and now we've got a 2-on-3 as they enter the zone. Puck is loose just inside the slot area. And here's a long pass looking for Beckwith. Beckwith finds a nice pass looking for Conrad. Conrad throws it in behind the net. Stick to the backside of the net by Patrick. Here's Nienhaus. Nienhaus gives up the possession That could have been dangerous. Now here's Beckwith with another shot. He gets it on goal, a save by Patrick. And back to center ice as Blues player, that was Blunk that was put in hard, but he's okay. And the puck is centered or deflected back into the zone where Patrick puts the glove on it to get a stoppage in play with 5:15 left in the second. 3-1 Sioux City.
Yeah, we mentioned this before. This is a spot where I really think that Joe needs the help. Coach Dobbs, that is, needs the help on the bench to try and figure out a little bit of line match and figure out what personnel he wants on, and he can't do it all as one guy.
Yeah, that's got to be addressed.
Yeah, it's just he's
going
a
to be
great guy, but it's so difficult. It's got to be so difficult right now.
It's going to be a recurring theme on BSN broadcasts. Just a little bit of
until it's not.
Until it's not. Oh, here is Bauer. Good check by Otten there to knock the puck off Blaze Bauer's stick. Oh, there's a lead pass looking for Patton, just a little bit ahead of him. Unable to keep it in the zone. Now Blues have to clear out of the zone. They do. This is Johnny Nienhaus. Takes it into the corner. The Blues rotate back on defense, so we're not shorthanded on the blue line. 2, 3, 4 players back there. Ref says, keep working at it, boys. I'm not going to blow the whistle. Finally, it comes 3 to Chabanos. Puck is deflected, kept in temporarily by Otten. There's a long pass, a shot rather. Bounce off the stick of Starr into the corner. And here is Quinn. Quinn is bumped off as he tries to enter the zone. The puck comes free to Chabanos. He plays over to the other side. I saw this Chabanos in the lobby yesterday. Of course, he still had his skates on, but he's a large human.
They're growing big around here, eh?
Yes, well, he's big. No doubt about that. 3:44 left in the period. The Blues control in their own zone, tries to get it out. They do. And this is number 66, Hart. Does he ever come off the ice? Harder's out there a lot. Now the Blues play it in their own zone, off the boards. Back to Harder. Now he sends it over to his defense partner once again. And they look to carry it into the zone. Beckwith tried to hack it into the zone. Now the Blues get it in. Grant Harder.
That was an ice. I agree with the Sioux City fans who were unhappy.
What did I miss?
It was an iced puck that didn't get called.
Good back check there by number 13.
2-1.
2-on-1. Oh, man. Quinn just a shade offside on the left wing. Otherwise, he was in all alone for a great opportunity. And he tried to drag that skate, and he just couldn't do it. He was just going a little too fast as he approached the blue line and was unable to stop. Now, why is the face-off at center ice? Wasn't that just a garden variety offside?
It was. I don't get that at all.
There was certainly nothing intentional about it.
No.
Oh, be careful there, boys. Puck into the corner. As Clock tries to get it out of there, he's unable to do so far. Husky involved in the play. Back to the point. Long shot deflected off the paddle of Starr to the near side corner. Just gets by Egdorf, or he'd had a chance for another one. And that puck not going to be an icing. Here is number 91, Patton. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty.
Wow.
And that's going to be, well, I don't know if he made contact with Max's head, but Max's head sure hit the boards.
Joe comes out to check on him right away.
And that's going to be probably, well, I won't speculate on the length of the penalty. But Max went down and definitely hit his head into the boards. And I think they're calling for some help. some nervous moments for the Patton family as Max is down. I don't know who that has come out onto the ice to assist.
It's got to be their
medical.
Every rink's got home rink's got to have the trainer.
That's going to, well, Conrad and Harder are talking. I don't know who went into the box.
I did not see it, to be honest.
Harder, in his capacity as team captain, is over there trying to get a handle on what's going on. It could be that the player is now looks like he's stepping out of the penalty box and he's heading for and he may be ejected from the game.
That's 23, Friggy.
That's Frigg.
It was a shoulder-to-shoulder check, but the distance away from the boards made it really dangerous. I went back and looked at it about 3 times.
I don't think it was intentional, but Friggy has he's no stranger to the penalty box.
No.
He's a rough, tough player, and in this case, he's. Well, we're not gonna say anything or speculate on the severity of the injury, but is it just changing the subject while they work on Max? It seemed to me that in this game, a 5-minute major,
major and 5 in a game.
That Jackson Otten is actually seeming to be playing more effectively in this game against the better competition than he was in the first game. I mean, he's been pretty noticeable out there. He's done a good job.
Agreed.
Well, most of you know this rule, but a major penalty means that the Blues will have a power play for 5 minutes, and should they score, the player, or in this case, the guy sitting in the penalty box in place of Frigg, will not be released. So they could score multiple goals during this 5-minute major. Yeah, Max's mom is walking back. What did she say?
She just mouthed, "They're calling an ambulance."
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh, geez.
I mean, he went down really awkwardly, and I think this is out of an abundance of caution, but at the same time.
Yeah, that was just a real unfortunate hit, and I'm going to step out on a limb here and just say that I'm sure that's the last thing on Frigg's mind was to, propel him into the board head first, but unfortunately that's what happened. So now Dean has left our location, and he's going to go down there and see if he can find out a little bit more about what's happening. Everything's kind of come to a stop here as players have retreated to their benches, and it looks like we're going to have a somewhat of a lengthy delay as they're going to be taking Max possibly to a hospital to have him checked out.
Sounds like they're calling the squad to come and take a look. So we may want to actually step away so we don't just sit here and fill the air with speculation and take a bit of a break. And obviously we'll come back on as soon as we have something to say. But
we're going to leave the video on.
Correct.
So when you see people coming back into position on the ice with sticks in their hands, turn the volume back up and we'll be on. But for now, we're just going to step away and hope that this is nothing serious and Max will be okay. So this is Quad City Blues Hockey. Okay, Blues fans, we are back in Sioux City. We want to give you an update just to let you know how they handled the situation. It was clear that Max was pretty badly hurt. We didn't know if he had lost consciousness, although it now appears that he did not lose consciousness. The officials decided, because we were so close to the end of the second period with 2:21 left, that they would just go ahead and send both teams to the locker room. After the EMTs got here and they took Max off the ice on a stretcher, they decided to resurface the ice, give both teams a chance to, come to grips with what's happened here. And so that has been taken care of. The ice has been resurfaced. We're going to come back and play the last 2 minutes and 21 seconds of the second period. Then we will go, after just maybe a 1 minute break, we'll go right into the third period and take it from there. Now, that's all just housekeeping information. What you're really waiting for is to hear how Max is doing. And I can't really say that we can give you a really comprehensive diagnosis. He did seem to be conscious and able to move his hands and feet. So at least it doesn't appear to be any kind of a situation involving potential paralysis. But then, of course, Rich is the doctor, not me. So
yeah,
take all that with a grain of salt.
Correct. Also, he was moving, again, as Greg said, moving hands and feet, awake, alert, able to answer questions for the EMTs. Excuse me. They put him in a hard collar and on a backboard and took him out on the ambulance to get cleared at the ER. Having an abundance of caution, which is exactly the way that it should be. And we're going to hope that he does well there, of course, with all the support to Dean and Jana and Addie, who are all here and went with him to the ER. So there's going to be significantly more shoddy camera work from here on out, because I'm going to run the camera while I run my yap. So good luck with that to all of us.
But folks, you got to remember, you get what you pay for. This is free broadcasting, so we'll do the best we can. Yeah. But it's a tough situation. I mean, it's tough for us having seen one of our kids go down like this. Obviously, for Dean.
Dean and Jana.
Just an awful thing. But it hopefully is not a serious thing. And just to kind of touch on the hit itself, we've looked at it a couple times. And unfortunately, Cash Frigg, the player for Sioux City, is a lot taller than Max. And just by the virtue of his height advantage, when he hits somebody with a shoulder, if there's a lot shorter, it could impact the head. So I don't think it was I know it wasn't intentional to hurt him. So we just want to get that out of the way. He has been ejected from the game, as the rules declare he must be, and the Blues will have a 5-minute advantage. And it looks like we're going to start the puck. So with that in mind, we're going to get back to hockey. Puck is kept in, and now it's taken out of there, and Johnny Nienhuis is going to go back to the blue line and pick it up for the Blues. They've got a 4-minute and 45-second manpower advantage, and as we explained a little while ago, the Blues can score as many goals as they can, and the player who's in the box for Frigg will not be able to come out. Now they come back in. Here's Conrad. Conrad sends it over on the boards to Honert. Now this is Beckwith in the corner. Turns, sends it back to the point. Back to Honert, back to Beckwith. Now he loses control, and that's all it took for Sioux City to gain control of the puck and knock it out of there. So we've played about just short of 1 minute of this 5-minute major. Oh, now here's a turnover. This is number 7, Chabanos. I'm sorry, that's not. Don't know what his
7
name
nonetheless.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not listed on our program. So anyway, Beckwith regains the puck. 3:49 left. Now the puck comes free to Honert. I'm going to find out from his parents how they want that pronounced.
For sure.
Now it's cleared out of there once again. We're down to less than a minute in the period. 50 seconds. The Blues go back. Once again, Johnny Nienhaus. If there's one good thing about the way this penalty will be broken up between the second and third periods, our power play unit will get a minute or a minute and a half of rest so they can come back out to resume the power play after we go to the third period. This is Conrad over the center line. Now he's gets to the blue line, carries in, drops it back to Honert, sends it over to Beckwith. Beckwith's shot is saved by Patrick with 18 seconds left, 18.9 seconds left in the second period and 2:58 on the major. Be nice if the Blues could add one here.
Yeah, it'd be good to get
at
least one. Yeah, and before the end of the period would be nice. You're absolutely
correct.
Now
here is Quinn, tries to center it out in front, but puck is taken off of his stick, and it comes free. And we've got actually a 3-on-2 to 2-on-2 developing. Now it gets past Bauer, and it goes into the corner with 4 seconds left. Nienhaus going to play it over to the side, but that's going to end the period.
Yep.
All right, at the end of 2 periods, with those 2 second period goals by Sioux City, they take a 3-1 advantage into the final period. As we said, we're just going to have a very brief stoppage and play here since the ice has already been resurfaced.
Yeah, the so far looks a little scrambly for the Blues on their power play, and you got to understand that, you know, with even old men like us, we get a little shaken up when you see EMTs have to come and put somebody on a backboard and take them out. So these kids got to get their try and get their focus back on a game, which obviously can be quite difficult.
And I've noticed just in the since we resumed play, it seems like both teams seem a little tentative, and that's certainly to be understood.
Understandable,
yeah, because at some point or another, if you play this game, you or one of your teammates is going to get injured like that, and it takes a lot of concentration to get back into the thoughts about playing to win a hockey game.
Right.
I'm not sure anybody expected the Blues would come up here and win one of these varsity games because of the very high talent and experience level of Sioux City. I think they've acquitted themselves pretty well, but of course that all becomes secondary now to the health concerns we have for Max. Hopefully, for those of you who followed the team last year, you know, remember that Evan Mueller was hurt in a game at Des Moines. Very similar, went down head first, was taken out on a stretcher. Fortunately, after spending a few hours in the hospital, he was released and he was back at the rink the next day. He did not play, of course. He was in concussion protocol, and hopefully that'll be the case, and Max will be released later today for the ride home, and then he'll have to sit out for whatever the doctors tell him.
Correct. Sorry, I'm trying to give Bridget Blunk, my wife, a little tutorial on moving the camera around. She noticed that I was doing it and figured she could do a better job than I, and I'm going to almost guarantee that that's the case. And so I'm going to hand over those duties.
All right, we're getting ready now for the third period. The injury to Max notwithstanding, there's still 1 period of play here, and the Blues are still very much within striking distance here. And they start this third period with 2:36 left on the major penalty to Frigg. So be really important as far as the results of this game.
Yeah, you need one in the last.
Now the puck is sent in by the Blues into the zone. Going after it is Beckwith. Back to the point. Sent in, tries to get it to Beckwith. Good lift of the stick there by Blue. Now puck goes to Liam Quinn. Liam Quinn tries to send it back to the point to Hunter. Oh, he loses control, and here's Salma off. Salma's off on a breakaway. And let's see, great save by Starr. And the defenseman, I can't tell you who that was. Nienhaus was able to hinder Salma just enough without getting a penalty. Here's the puck knocked down by Honert. Tried to tip that one in behind Patrick and almost did. But the puck is sent all the way down right on goal. We got 1:39 left in the penalty now. Shots on goal, 28-13. Here's a pass ahead to Beckwith. Beckwith sends it ahead to Quinn. Quinn back to Beckwith. Oh,
Yeah,
and
Quinn
Conrad.
Quinn was offside
Yeah.
on the near side. I don't know. Conrad might have been on the far side too.
I think they called it on Conrad, and Isaiah didn't look like he agreed with the call. But you're right. I think either way, somebody was offside.
Somebody was off
Yeah.
there. That's for sure. I think. All right, 1:29 left on the power play. The major penalty for your Blues. Kwok comes in.
Carroll sends it in deep. Oh, it's right in front. The shot.
Husky, the crossbar.
We got a wonderful bounce. And who was that? Was that?
It was Husky.
That was Husky.
That
Husky got a shot away, and it
absolutely.
hit the crossbar. Well, that's kind of the way it's been going for the Blues.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now here's another shot that is wide of the net. No icing, of course, as Sioux City continues to kill the penalty. There's a pass to Kwok. Kwok throws it in, tries to get it to Husky. He's chased off the puck.
Got to set this up with control.
Blues,
Here we go.
Kept in nicely over to Carroll. Carroll fires one. It's deflected right in front.
What a redirect
Conrad
by
with
Conrad.
a shot.
Into a body there.
Great opportunity for the Blues. They made the most of that opportunity. Oh, here's Bauer again. Shot and a save by Starr.
Great save by Starr. Way to be
man.
alert.
During this power play, there have been a couple of breakaways.
Yeah.
One by Salma where Nienhuis did a great job of not only deterring his path to the net, but he did it without getting a penalty. And that one there, Blaise Bauer, was behind the defense, and that was all Starr, and he made the save. Here's a long shot, deflected to the side. 31 seconds left in the Blues manpower advantage. 14:48 left to go in the game. Sioux City content to just rag the puck behind the net. Blues are going to get maybe one more rush. It comes to Beckwith. Beckwith down the left wing boards. Now he's going to stop. Sends it back. And he tries to get it to Nienhuis, and it goes out of the zone. And the Blues will be lucky to get one more opportunity. And Sioux City's going to make sure that doesn't happen. Back to the point to Nienhuis. Pass intercepted by Harder. He's going to rush the puck. Gets around Blunk. Now he's going to get to the net. Shot. Missed the net. Sioux City has killed off the major penalty. We're back at 5 aside. 14 minutes to go. Here's a shot deflected behind the net. Picked up by, that is number 97, Conrad. He dumps it back to Blunk. Blunk in perfect position. Sends it back to Conrad. And he sends it in deep, and that's going to be an icing against the Blues.
Wow, they almost whistled that pretty late.
Yeah. I was thinking, well, I've gone and blown another icing call, but
gone and done it again.
No.
Nope, it was correct. Just the whistle got stuck in somebody's pocket or something. All right. Yep. Husky, Kwok, and Panther are your forwards. Otten and Nienhuis.
Puck is dumped out to center ice. One of the Blues goes down, and now it comes over to Chabanos. He's going to send it ahead to number 4. That is Graham, who sends it in behind the net. Now it's back in the corner. First one to it. And that's going to be, that is Otten. Down the left side, gets around one man. He's going to try and get to the net. Centering pass.
Just missed by Panther.
Panther had a chance there. Now we got a man behind the net. Oh, what a great play by Husky to knock that puck down. If he doesn't knock that down, that man on the left wing is home free for a breakaway shot on Starr.
100%. Wow. Close there.
So we saw some great hand-eye coordination on one of the Sioux City goals. And we just saw some from Husky there that knocked down a pass that was about thigh high. And if he doesn't knock that down, Starr's definitely looking at a grade A chance coming against him.
100%.
Now we've got the officials talking to one another. And
we're going to move this draw to the other dot.
Yeah.
Or actually, I lied, all the way inside.
I'm not sure I understand that.
I don't either, but the armbanded official was making the call there.
Well, it goes in our favor, so I'm not going to question it too much.
No questions.
All right, now the puck is in the corner. Conrad Sends it behind the net. The puck is loose behind the net, but the first one to it. Oh, here Beckwith goes in hard.
He's taken out.
He's a little slow to get up. Now here is Bauer was just. Oh, Beckwith was slow to get up, but then he was all alone at the blue line, and an attempted pass to him, which had him behind the defense, was knocked down by those defensemen before it could get to him. They're going to rule that could have been played by the Blues, so there's no icing against Sioux City.
I agree with that one.
Yep. All right, this is Durkenschneider, sends it in, picked up by Nienhaus. Nienhaus sends it, tries to find Quinn on the wing. Now Blues have to slow down at the center ice line, at the blue line rather. And that's called correctly an offside against the Blues. Conrad's still not sure, but
always lobbying for calls, and I appreciate that about him.
That's the advantage of standing up at the blue line, is you force the offense to think about what they're trying to do. There's no free entry,
right?
And then sometimes that results in somebody going across the line before the puck, and that's an offside. Now, 2 players from each team behind the net, down to just under 12 minutes. Here is Salma on his off wing, gets it ahead. Now here they come 3-on-3. Now it's a 3-on-3 rather. Back to Harder on the near side, going to send one through the crease. Are they going to be able to save it? No, they're not. And that is Patrick that has to go back and fight for it. Here's Salma, gets around one, tries to stay with Husky, staying with him. Now here's a break. Oh, no!
Just over. The Tendy is way out of his crease. You can't call that.
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's awful. That's awful. The Tendy came out to play it. Once he leaves the crease, that is absolutely positively 100% not an icing.
The officials are talking it over. They know they've made a mistake. Now they're going to try and rectify it. But, that was a long clearing pass that found one of the Blues players totally behind the defense.
Even if you get the faceoff in the offensive draw, it's not going to be an advantage like Conrad versus a wandering Tendy.
Yeah.
That's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
With a grade A, would have been a grade A scoring chance.
There are any number of ways the puck could have wound up in their net on that play.
Yeah.
And all we're going to get is a faceoff.
Yeah, that would have been adventures in goaltending for sure. But be it. That's
kind of an egregious mistake, and it's probably the first one they've made this weekend that was really a bad call. But we're struggling here to try and get some offense, and that just took a grade A chance away.
Correct.
All right, this is Grant Harder behind his net, sends it ahead to Egdorf, tries to find 86 Dolman. Dolman is nice play there by, who was that, Johnny?
That was Nienhaus.
Yeah, Nienhaus did a great job. And now this is Carroll. Carroll takes it around the net, comes out to the sideboards here where Harder gets it. Good check on Harder by Beckwith. Gets a good reaction from the Blues junior varsity players. And now we've got a correct icing call. 10:51 left. They've got a 2-goal advantage, but it's not out of the realm of possibility the Blues could fight themselves back into this game.
Oh, for sure. But you're going to need to start getting some shots on goal here, and they've been hard to come by.
Salma going to take the draw for them against.
I think that's Conrad. It's hard to see through the screen.
Yeah,
it is. Conrad, Beckwith, and Quinn.
There's a long shot. Oh,
in and out of
bounced
the glove.
off the pads of Starr, and here comes Bauer. Bauer to number 2. That is Fitch. Now Beckwith sends it across, tries to get it onto the stick of Quinn, but good work by Harder. Boy, he's a tough guy to get around.
Yeah, he is.
Now, nice interception there by Beckwith. Beckwith's going to get into the zone, sends it to Quinn. Has the puck
in his skates.
Yep. Now here's a shot off the post, I think, by Conrad from a bad angle. Good opportunity there for the Blues. Now here's Salma. Nice work by Nienhaus once again to
keep him outside.
To take Salma to the outside where he couldn't get much of a shot away. Now they battle for it along the boards. This is Beckwith. Beckwith trying to find Liam Quinn. He does. Quinn's going to get to the net. No, now he's tripped
down bad.
Yep. And that's going to be another penalty. And that really was kind of an unnecessary penalty.
Yeah, you had him 2-on-1 without a lot of help, and he hauled him down with a stick in his skates.
Liam had actually gotten himself into a position where he had no shot on goal. He was just trying to corral the puck just over the goal line extended. And Patrick decided to trip him up. And so we've got a 2-minute advantage.
All right. Well, they couldn't do anything. The Blues couldn't with the 5-minute major. Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
That's a good use of the timeout.
Excellent
by
timeout by
Coach Dobbs.
I'm sure that's Dobbs. Yep.
Yeah, because
he's got the whiteboard and the marker ready to go.
They have a significant shot advantage, 31-15. But I have to say that
it's been a pretty evenly
this
played
Blues
game.
team has this whole weekend, maybe except for that first period yesterday, they have been very competitive with a really, really good team.
Yeah, they've acquitted themselves well. We don't believe, or I don't think you do either, in moral victories, but we will take the boost in momentum and confidence that can come with playing a team like this closely. But this game's not over.
No.
A 2-goal deficit going into a power play with 9:46 to play, more than half of a period here. Anything can happen.
And comebacks happen in this league. As last night we had Mason City was down 3 on their home ice against Kansas City with about 8 or 9 minutes to go. They scored 1 to make it 5-3 and then scored 2 in the last 2 minutes of regulation to tie the game.
Yeah.
And then they went through a scoreless overtime and they won in a shootout. I don't know who scored the winning goal, but I do know that Braden Pierce had a hat trick.
Yes, Braden Pierce, friend of the Blues.
Yeah.
Although not probably when we play against them.
No, not when we play
But
them.
otherwise, friend of the Blues. Had a great game, is what I was told. So I didn't get to see any video footage of that. Maybe I'll torture my wife with listening to it all the way home.
I wouldn't do
for
that.
5 hours.
I wouldn't do that.
I think you're right. I think that's a bad idea.
All right, let's get back to the business at hand here. The Blues are out there with the same power play that they had that was on the ice before the penalty was called. Back to the right side point. There's a long shot. Oh, deflected just wide. I thought that was going in.
I did too.
We're kind of at a bad angle. Now this is Kelly Honert going back to the – I'm going both ways on his name.
You know what?
I'm getting it right half the time.
That's right. It's fine. I've never heard Zach actually correct someone, so I don't think he's going to be too angry regardless. All right,
here's Beckwith. Sends it in. He's got to deal with Harder there along the half wall, and Fitch is able to clear it out. Now the Blues, once again, with 1:20 left on this power play. Beckwith, kind of a blind back pass turns into an easy clear. Who's wearing the nobody jersey tonight? Because we're sending a few passes to nobody. Oh, that one's too far ahead.
Mostly nobody.
Yep. Here's Salma going to get to the net. Now he tries a back pass. It's picked off by Beckwith. And we're down to less than a minute in the power play. There's a long lead pass. That pass is on the tape. But Conrad's lead pass is a little too far ahead. So once again,
42 seconds.
Yep, your power play's just got to be it's got to be a lot more precise if you're going to be successful against a team with this many veteran players. All right, once again, here comes Husky, number 6, over the line, good speed, gets around 1. He's all by himself now. He's rubbed off the play nicely by Fitch. Clock back in there, trying to get something going. Puck is knocked down with a high stick, and they finally call it.
It was wiped out by the lead official, but got called down by this linesman who's having a rough day.
Yeah. 8:01 left in the game. 16 seconds left in the Blues manpower advantage. Still trailing by 2 at 3-1.
Can't say the Blues haven't had their opportunities. A 5-minute power play followed by a 2-minute power play.
Yep.
Getting all the chances. Got to get better shots.
Now the puck is controlled, and this is going to wipe out the last few seconds of the power play as it goes back behind the net. This is Otten. Otten sends it over to DeYoung. DeYoung sends it ahead. Now we complete a pass. This is Kwok. Oh, and Kwok is buried
head down
at the blue line. He might have just had his head down a bit as he was trying to locate the puck at his skates, but he's up and he's okay, but it was a good solid check. Oh, here's number 7, going to get a shot away. Missed the net to the left side. Here is Beckwith, who's logged a lot of ice time, very productive ice time for the Blues in this game.
Correct.
And they keep trying. Here is Beckwith. Beckwith trying to get it over there to number 97, Conrad, but unable to do so. Now it's deflected into the zone by Bauer. He chases after it, waiting for some help from his teammates. 4 of them in the corner. Just one under 7 minutes left in the game. Here is Harder. He loses control.
Mueller. To Conrad.
Here is Conrad, going to get to the slot, going to get a shot away, and the rebound is not in a position where a Blues player could get a stick on it, but good play by Conrad there. Now here Bauer once again has the puck taken off his stick. Now it's taken by 86 Dolman. Dolman shoots, and a save by Starr,
who once again has been very good this morning as he was, and afternoon as he was yesterday evening.
Our varsity goaltending is in good shape with Aiden Starr.
Coming all the way from the 5th Tendy a couple of years ago, as you mentioned yesterday.
He had a lot of good games in the JV net last year. It culminated with that performance in the playoffs.
Yep.
And he's picking up right where he left off last year, playing against an extremely talented team.
For sure.
Face off to his left and the right face-off circle after that shot was deflected up into the netting behind the net. Oh, the puck is loose right in front. Get it out of there, boys. Now here is Conrad. Conrad sends ahead. Pass looking for Honert. Honert delivers. Good solid check over there. Here's a centering pass knocked down by the defense. Here's Beckwith. Oh, he throws a nice centering pass across, but nobody there for the Blues. And it comes to Salma coming down that right wing one more time. Driven to the outside by Nienhuis. Throws a centering pass into the middle. No go. There's a long pass.
Beckwith.
Beckwith.
Trickled off his stick.
That was Dirk Schneider. Was able to do just enough to stop that rush by the Blues, and once again, it is Johnny Nienhuis. Here is Beckwith, gets it ahead. This is number 21, Nienhuis. Down the left wing, there's a centering pass on the backhand, and cleared out, and gets past Blunk. That was a tough one to stop because of the height of the puck. Great play there by Blunk to hustle back and keep the
don't let
Sioux
Salma
City
get
player
it right now.
Oh, this is number 29 going to get a shot away. Missed the net. Good opportunity there for Sioux City.
Yeah, dangerous.
With 5 minutes left. Now here is a one-on-two. Kwok's going to get a shot away. It was deflected just off the stick of the defenseman, so it really never had much of a chance. Here is Quinn. Oh, Kwok couldn't get a shot away.
Gunnar Carroll with a good shot.
Knocked down by the goaltender and just trickled wide to the side of the net.
Ice.
And that's going to be an icing against Sioux City. So I'm really encouraged by the fact that there doesn't seem to be any quit in this varsity group.
Amen. You got to push all the way to the end of these games. Down 2 is not insurmountable. Still at 4:39 to go in this game.
All right, this is Quinn going to take the draw. Draw really doesn't go to anybody at first, and now it's cleared off the glass deep into the corner where Quinn's going to chase it down, sends out, and it's off the skate of the linesman. Now we got a 2-on-1 developing. Here's a lead pass in front. He can't quite get his stick on it. That was number 29. That was Ector. And now Harder has it in his own zone. And that one's going to go, and they rule that Carroll could have played that.
I think that one's right.
Yep. Now the puck is in the corner. This sent back into the corner. The Blues battling over there with a couple now. Comes to Quinn. Quinn looks to bring it out of the zone, and he runs into a linesman, and that's just not a contest he's going to win with somebody hanging on his back and a linesman in front. Grant Harder over to number 22. That is Patrick. Oh, nice slide across there by Nienhuis to take the man out of the play. Now this is Blunk. Sends it over to his defense partner, Nienhuis. Nienhuis over the center line. Here he comes. Going to get around one. He's kind of hooked there, but trying to get a pass. Gets it to Quinn. Quinn back to Nienhuis, back to Quinn. Good stick work there by the defenseman for, now we've got a 2-on-1. This is Fritsch and Bauer. Looked like Bauer might have been a shade offside.
I thought so too,
They
but I'm
didn't
at the wrong bad angle.
3 minutes left in the game. Now here's a pass out to the point, kept in, and now it's sent out to center ice. That's not going to go far enough for an icing.
Nope.
As Harder picks it up just inside his own zone, sends it ahead to Bauer, knocked off of there and picked up by number 26 or 24, DeYoung. Taken off in there by Sioux City, and now the teams are battling at center ice. This is Husky. Husky sends it in deep, chases after it behind the net. Picked up by Patrick. Patrick not going to get to it. Now here's a shot right in front, knocked down by Patrick, the goaltender. And now the puck is back in the corner. Centering pass, tried to find Husky, and that puck just
jumped away.
Hopping over sticks. When the Blues need the break the most, they're not going to get it. Now here's a pass over to Bauer. Bauer shot in front, and a nice split save by Aiden Starr. 36-19 is your shots on goal, and that's
going to get a timeout.
Probably a good representation of the
timeout Sioux City
of the play so far. But
yeah, agreed.
The Blues have nothing to be ashamed of in either one of these varsity tilts. They played as hard as they could against a really good team.
Yeah.
And I think, of course, we'll find out in the next few weeks if Sioux City has trouble with other teams. Well, then maybe we've spoken too soon. But
I don't know. This is a really good-looking varsity team, and JV team for that matter. So,
timeout taken by the Sioux City coach, just trying to tell his guys they don't need to score any more goals. They just need to protect the house and make sure that the Blues don't get that second goal where it would give us a chance.
The nice thing for your Blues is that this definitely sets up Joe's ability to communicate with Aiden Starr and try and set up for 6-on-5 if they're able to get control and get him pulled for the extra attacker.
The danger with that, of course, there's always a danger, but against this team in particular, because they have so much speed that it doesn't take much. Yeah.
We saw that yesterday.
Yes, indeed. 2:07 left in the game. Then we have a five and a half hour drive to look forward to.
Oh, fun.
Now the puck is cleared behind the net. There's a long pass trying to find Beckwith. And that goes all the way down. That's going to be an icing against the Blues. It's worth a try, although
it was about chest high or waist high when it got to him, so that would have been tricky.
And not only that, he was well covered.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was. In between two guys.
I'm sure that's the last thing their coach said to him as they broke that huddle was, don't let anybody get behind you.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there were two guys back, and I say it was worth a try.
Right.
All right, here the puck is loose, gets in front. Nienhuis gets it out of harm's way, but unable to clear the zone. Bauer is knocked down. Here's the puck cleared out, but no lucky break on a shot, on a pass that would have set somebody free. And now this is Nienhuis in the corner with Salma. Those guys know each other well from working as teammates together.
Yep.
And now puck is sent all the way in, and that's going to be an icing against Sioux City.
Right.
1:30 left.
Quinn in for Honert, but otherwise the same 4 others out there: Conrad, Beckwith, Quinn, who just came in, Nienhaus, and DeYoung. Need a win.
All right.
Oh, didn't get it.
Dolman sends it around to the side, picked up there, and not being able to be held in, but it goes back to Nienhaus just inside his own blue line.
Aiden's coming. Empty net to our right.
Yep. And who's on the ice? Who's coming on? That's
Husky.
Husky, number 6.
Good choice.
The puck's at center ice, so got to be really careful here because if somebody gets. Now here's Beckwith. 1-on-3, going to get a shot away and juggled by the Tendy, but he didn't have any pressure there from the offside on the Blues, so he was able to juggle that puck to the ice and put the glove on top. So with 1:03 left.
I'm going to go back 2 years and call forth the Jace Johnson goal off the faceoff. Come on, we need one of them.
Oh, here's a shot right in front. And that was Husky, not quite able to get the stick. Now here's a man trying to get it in front. Beckwith gets a shot away in front in the crease. And they're not able to get it out. Now here's a man breaking, but not able to get out of the zone. There's a long shot, misses the net, and that's going to be an icing against Sioux City. One of their players kind of got big eyes there when he saw that open net. Instead of just being content to dump it, he tried to stick handle out to get an open shot at the net, and that
didn't work
almost resulted in the Blues getting a better chance. But
correct.
Once again, Conrad going to take the draw, looking to bring it back to Nienhaus. Quinn with a shot. Not a whole lot on that shot, but right on goal.
This is the off-speed pitch.
Kind of a change of pace. Yeah. Conrad. Oh, now here is 16 Salma. Going to get a chance. A shot away. Oh, and a great play.
Oh, how is that not a penalty?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean,
that was a great play by Nienhaus to knock the puck off his stick, but he also took him down. Oh, now we've got. Now what do we got?
Offside.
Offside.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, apparently my homerism does know some bounds because that was an absolute trip. I'm a little surprised the gathered masses in front of us didn't all scream at once.
Yeah, we're down to 20 seconds. I think they know they've got this game in
I
hand,
guess so. That's smart.
Remember 2 years ago in Omaha where Quinn scored 2 goals in 8 seconds, the last 8 seconds of the second period? We went from nice save there. Nienhaus just saved a goal. Now the puck comes in. 11 seconds. There's a long shot, and they score, of course.
Solma, shocking that he's going to pick up another one.
Solma gets his second of the game, I believe.
I believe so.
So he's got 5 on the season. That was an empty netter.
Yeah.
So the score is going to look a little bit more one-sided than it is with an empty net goal, but that's the chance you take, and that's okay.
Right, as it did last night too. So, well, a lot to build on. That's what I think that's the takeaway from this rather lengthy road trip was there's a lot to build on for your Blues. And I'm going to plug this one last time. Friday for the home opener against the Kansas City Jets. Your Blues, we're having whiteout night. Everybody wear your white, bring a towel to wave, and let's go see if we can put it to the Jets on Saturday.
Yep, absolutely. All right, that's the end of the game. A good, solid performance by the Blues against an outstanding Sioux City team. Winds up on a 4-1 win for the home team. Great job in goal again by Starr.
Yeah.
And a lot of players played really well. We had that one lapse where we gave up 2 goals in about a minute. And other than that, we played them pretty much even on the scoreboard. They did have the advantage in geographic play. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. We've got.
All of our thoughts and prayers, of course, with all the Blues family go out to Max Patton, who hopefully is doing okay, and Dean and Jana.
And Eddie, who's also here.
Absolutely, Eddie's here. And Stone, who I'm sure has heard and is hoping that the news is good at home. So,
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on the air at home next Saturday night against Kansas City. As Rich told you, it's whiteout night. So until then, let's think those good thoughts for Max, and hopefully he'll be back before we know he's gone. So anyway, that's it from Sioux City this weekend. Have a pleasant rest of the weekend. And for Rich Blanc, this is Greg Corcoran, and this is Quad City Blues Hockey.